Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for joining Kelli O'Neill today and myself in Goddard. And Kelli is one of my amazing Core Expansion students, and she's come along today to share a little bit about how Core Expansion has supported her to transform her life. So Kelli, thank you so much for joining us. It's so lovely to have you.
Yes, I'm so glad to be here. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, because I wanted to write a testimonial, but there's so much that I want to say that it was like, my gosh, this would be a small paper type thing, and nobody wants to sit and read through that. So this is the perfect way to do that testimonial for you. So thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, you're so welcome. And Kelli has just she's done two classes, the two practitioner classes with me. The first last February, and more recently the class that began in October, and we finished on the 2 days before winter solstice, which was a really, really magical time. So Kelli, I'd love you to share with us, how has taking the Core Expansion certification class enhanced and transformed your own life?
Well, for me, it is the gift that keeps on giving. Because when I signed up for your class in February last year, so it's been basically a year that I have been using the modality. I knew at that point that it was something that I needed to do for myself. I just had that really strong knowing. And then there was kind of like this little slippery underneath, you'll be able to use this with your clients, but right now it's about you. And that has been very accurate in the healing and the shifting and the transforming that has changed for my life. And if I had to describe one word, what Core Expansion has done is empower. It has empowered me like beyond nothing that I would have expected. So eternally grateful.
Oh, and I've got goosebumps. So thank you so much. And I love that because, if you feel a resonance or a calling to something, it's absolutely for you. And, you can move through and take your time. And when it's right for you, then begin to share the gift with others. But the most important person to heal and work on is you. And that's the beauty of Core Expansion, is that we really work on unfurling those layers of the wounded healer and really empowering you and everyone to really be the greatest version of you and really thrive in the most beautiful of ways. So thank you so much for sharing that, and I'm so grateful that you have been on this journey with me, and the class has been ever evolving, which is really, really beautiful. So I know you said that you haven't quite worked with you haven't shared it so much with clients, but have you noticed in the clients that you shared Core Expansion with, how it supported your clients to transform?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I would say, so there's two answers to that. So I tell my clients, I kind of use the metaphor of Michelangelo and the statue of David, right? How he carved away the stone and David was there, right? And so that's how I feel it's been for me. Like I'm now emerging from the stone. And so that aspect of healing and moving forward with our clients. So things that have been shifting for me, I'm starting to see things shifting on a similar path with themselves. Now using, with my clients, what I've been doing most is the chakra work and the sweet dreams. And there have been such amazing comments about the sweet dreams, core energy, of how restful and rejuvenated they feel the next day. And I've experienced that myself because I was using it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing is amazing. You need this, kind of thing. And so I've been sharing that and being able to put it kind of on a loop for my clients, so that, because that aspect of resiliency, because I'm a therapist. And if we're not resilient and we can't function because we're sleep deprived, then life is going to be very not the best that it can be, right? So sleep is so, so important. So of any of the energies, that right now has been my go-to with people, and I'm hearing how wonderful and amazing it's helping them. So I can't say more than that. It's just incredible.
And it's awesome. And the Sweet Dreams core energy is very beautiful. And it came through, I believe, in the last class, because people were asking, you know, they were having issues with sleeping. And also because we're up leveling at the moment and the energies are coming in really, really strongly. And the recent new moon was really, even the energies today are like uber, uber powerful. And I noticed that last night that, you know, I wasn't running it every night. I just fall to sleep. But last night, I was lying there and going, oh, run Sweet Dreams, and poof. Next thing, the alarm clock was going off. So it's really wonderful. And it is really important because we're all being called to slow down and to rest. And when you're resting, and particularly with core expansion, is the energies work while you're sleeping. They do the deep, 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 deep work while you're sleeping. So sleep is so, so important for all of us, you know, to thrive and to flourish, and also to be able to move through our day with ease and focus, and, you know, and feeling rejuvenated and energized as well. It's a good sleep is really, really beneficial. Absolutely. So can I ask you to share with us all, what do you love about core expansion the most?
The most is that I am able to run the energies on myself at any given point in time. I don't have to call you. I don't have to call another practitioner. It's at my disposal. Something can happen, or I'll have a thought or something, and I'll automatically just run that energy that comes to mind for that particular thing. So I'm forever running energies, and I'm like, I wonder if these things are getting tangled up, but I'm really starting to see how everything is shifting, because I'm noticing the discernment that I'm receiving. I'm noticing my trust in things. I'm noticing the ability to surrender more into the moment rather than getting caught up in stuff. I'm noticing my self-confidence increasing. I'm noticing and the aspect of this that I love so much is the fact that it's been a subtle shift. And so I know a lot of times with people, and especially with my clients, they don't notice when, you know, it's like we're built into or hardwired to expect that huge moment, right? That firework kind of moment where all of a sudden it's like, oh, yes, this has happened type thing. And mine has been not necessarily that. It's been this beautiful unfurling. I love that word that you use in class and stuff. It has really unfolded and unfurled. And as I said about the stone, I'm emerging from the stone. Everything's getting chipped away around me. And it's so beautiful. I'm so grateful and just delighted that I said yes when and I'm getting teary-eyed here.
Oh, okay.
When my knowing was that I needed this class for me. And like, it's just, I can't say enough of, and we're all on this journey, and we all do all sorts of things, and we want the next thing and the next thing and stuff. And I feel like it all comes together, right? So there's that next thing is helping the core expansion, but then the core expansion is helping the next thing. And so it all just unfolds beautifully the way it needs to be. And I'm just like, I'm in awe of observing the way my life is unfolding, and never anticipated that it could be like this, and knowing that it's going to be even better as time continues to unfurl and more of the stone chips away, right?
Absolutely. So. And I love how you describe that. And it is core expansion. It's very powerful, but yet it unfurls in a very gentle but fast way. And the beauty of core expansion is that you have all the wonderful tools that support you, so you don't go through a wild whammy healing crisis, you know. And the beauty is that you can run it on yourself, and having the discernment and having that your consciousness and your subconsciousness come together, so they're supporting and working together, and you have like divine inspiration. Run this core energy. This is perfect for you. And listening to your intuition and the beauty of your intuition really unfurling in a huge and dynamic and beautiful way, because there are so many beautiful healing modalities and so many tools at our disposal. And, of course, I am in high favor of core expansion because I'm the guardian of this healing modality, as I have been for many, many, many other lifetimes. And it's beautiful that we get to live in a time where, we're in the most exciting time of our lives. It's, humongous, expansive shifts that we're going through. And the beauty of core expansion is that it's supporting us all to move through these shifts and transformations with ease and with discernment, and knowing exactly what it is that we need to really utilize and be the greatest version of us. So I'd love to know how you spoke about the beautiful sculpture, Michelangelo, as the core energy is coming in and birthing you and expanding you into this wonderful masterpiece that you are already. So how has core expansion supported you to master and be the greatest version of you, as you, authentic Kelli, unapologetically being free to be you?
Fear. So it has helped me shed away the fear to make it, instead of fear being here, fear is like here, and now I can move past it. Now I can push through it. Now I can look at it and go, seriously, is this it, kind of thing. And yes, there are moments where I'm like, ooh, and I'm looking at the fear that way. But because of core expansion, I've been able to then even take fear here and make it here, and then I move forward. And so I'm doing things that I used to live really small and did not know that I was living small. And now I'm aware, and I'm actually moving into playing big. And that's unfurling the ability to be able to do that. And of course, I'm not jumping off the cliff in terms of now all of a sudden I'm skydiving and stuff like that, because I couldn't handle that, right? Or my nervous system and the reality that I do live in would be like, total panic, right? So it's unfurling, and I love how you explain it. It is a very gentle, smooth, subtle process, but that process, because taking the second class in the fall really expedited what has been shifting and transforming for me. So that I would say fear has actually come down to a more manageable place to be able to help me move into that space of moving forward. Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, and that's awesome. That's completely awesome. And it's interesting because you attended the class in February, and the class has evolved a lot. There's a lot more in the class. There's a lot more, and also the light codes that are given to the new students in each module have up leveled massively. And the beauty of the new round of classes, it's in such a lovely. It's in every week for 8 weeks, and there's time to review the modules and ask questions, and also to really integrate the energies and explore and discover more beautiful treasures about yourself in that time too. So I'm really, really excited. Oh, and thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you're here. And is there anything else that you'd like to share about you, your work? I mean, you're a wonderful therapist yourself. If people are interested in contacting you, how would they contact you, Kelli?
Well, I have a Facebook page. It's under Inner Health and Healing. So that all my contact information is there. It's probably the easiest way. Or my email is innerhealthandhealing@yahoo.com. So that's pretty long, but Facebook is probably the easiest way. So I appreciate that. But I'm just so grateful just for this. And, you know, I'm looking forward to see how Core Expansion grows into the amazingness that it is, right? Because we're all growing. We're all just morphing into, I don't know what, but it's the best time to be alive right now. And
Yes.
just that help with Core Expansion to do that chipping away of the stone, right? It's just like words can't even describe it. It's like I get tongue twisted type thing because I want to convey what can't even be said. So
that's beautiful, and I love that you're emerging from the stone. You're becoming. You're not becoming. You are already the best and the greatest version of you, which is what Core Expansion does. And you're not in a stuck place. You're not limited. You're able to thrive and create. And I love Michelangelo, and such a genius and an incredible innovator and creator, and this is what Core Expansion does for you. It unfurls your own innate gifts, your beautiful wisdom, and we have it already in here. we already have it in here, and the beauty of Core Expansion is that it supports you to further unfurl all that and stuff, programs and limiting energies and limiting beliefs that we've kind of collected and gathered and been carrying through our DNA out of obligation, and just going, time to be free. And freedom is a really strong theme for this year, and it's actually one of my power words for 2019. And we are all being called to be free, and free to be us, but free in ways that we cannot even fathom, in really, really intricate ways that we are discovering. It's kind of like going to a beautiful place we've never been to before, that no one has ever visited, and there's so many beautiful treasures inside, and savoring each treasure and not being overwhelmed, which is really, really beautiful, and moving through and discovering something incredible each and every day.
Oh, exactly. And I feel like that's what Core Expansion does. It helps remove kind of that veil of not being able to see things, right? It's like we get that tunnel vision. In the past, that's what I had, was tunnel vision. I used to joke to people about how I lived under a rock. Well, I don't live under a rock anymore.
Yay.
So I love that.
I'm so happy you don't live under a rock anymore, Kelli. It's so great. It's so great to see you. Oh, and thank you so much for joining us, and thank you everyone for listening. And I am so excited about teaching the next Core Expansion certification class, and it'd be such an honor to have you join us and align and connect with beautiful souls like Kelli and many, many more gorgeous souls in our Core Expansion Life Tribe. Okay, lots of love to you all, and I shall speak to you all really soon. Thank you.